Washington, D.C., next to the National Outdoor Gallery. And there are groups who are putting on, this is day one, a protest that is going to last 24/7 through August, the beginning of August. (24/7). So they have encamped on the National Mall, right next to the National Gallery of Art Sculpture Garden. There's our Washington Monument, High Third. So this is a protest against Donald Trump. Day one, May 1st. They call it MayDay because it is officially MayDay, but they're going to steal it like they steal everything else. And they're going to encamp 24/7 on the National Mall in protest of Donald Trump. So I've got a different setup today, so I'm getting used to that. Thank you for joining me. Hello, Dave O'Days. And they're saying they're staying. It's awfully hot for that getup. My goodness. All right. They don't want their voice silenced. They have no idea how close they were to having it silenced last year.
And remove.
They want to impeach President Trump. I think there's a half-naked woman over there who's pretending to be a man. All right.
The military.
We have so many reasons. We have come here because of so many different reasons. There's so many symptoms of this problem. I could ask any one of you what your favorite reason to be angry at the administration is, and I could get 1,000 answers and still keep writing. But you know what? There are many symptoms and one cure: impeachment and removal. We don't need any other agreement right now. We don't need any other fights right now. We have one enemy.
It's not hot.
And we will see him removed from office by Congress. We have worked hard to get here because we were excited to get ready for our teammates to show up.
That's true.
We know that all of you are our teammates and are ready to push because you're not just mad, you're hopeful. You need both. To be here, to be trying to make change, you have to believe that things can get better. Things must get better. And we will use every last moment of our energy to ensure that we not only preserve our country, but we make it better. So, when you think about those symptoms, of the administration's harm in your life, in your friends' lives, in your family, don't just think, don't just write an angry post, write an email, make a call, come here. We will be here until he is gone. You know, we've already reached out to a lot of members of Congress. We've been talking to Representative Benadar, and we think those are some great articles of impeachment. Have y'all read them? They are awesome. They are nonpartisan. They are just a list of constitutional violations, any one of which, there are 7, would have been ample to remove this man from office. There's 7. Pick one. Pick your favorite.
Thank you.
Form a sign.
I thought I had enough to hold it there.
Call about those articles to your House members. Because you know what's happening? Some people signed on, and then they got scared. People signed on and then took their names off. You know who they are scared of? Their voters. You know who really has the power? Their ounce of their power and their influence, we gave them. And we can take it back. And we will take it back if they do not stand up. House of Representatives acts like our house. It is ours. You know what other house we own? The White House. That's ours too.
The people's house.
Every time he breaks something, think about it as if somebody came into your house and started dropping turds. That is your house. Would you be mad? Well, yeah. But would you also kick them out? These are our houses, and they both need to start acting like it. One of the things that makes me the angriest is that every time he does something gross or bad, it feels like my name is on that. We, the people, are implicated every time he does something, he does it in your name. A lot of people can't tell the difference around the world in things our president does and things we do. Do you want that? No. What are you going to do about it? All right, so here's where it actually has to happen. We're all here right now. A lot of us are from out of state. You know what that means? Your House members are right up there. They are right up there. You know what they need? To know you've got their back once they decide to grow a slide. They need to hear from you. And we're here to make that happen. This site, the impeachment.
They have a medical tent. They have t-shirts printed. Not sure what these gals are up to.
Need their staffers. Need them paperwork if they're not there.
Hey, are y'all with this movement? You're dressed in the same. What are y'all with? Who are y'all? What organization?
We're on a field trip with our high school.
You're on a field trip with the high school. Oh, under 18. Sorry, or you might be. I don't know. You might not be. Some seniors are 18, right? Yeah. So Richard White schools. Okay. What do you think of all this?
This is inspirational because I never seen this in person, and it's like people really over exaggerate this because that makes it seem like this is just bad, but it's really not. I mean, we're all in the community ourselves, so
yeah.
I mean, it's actually nice to see all this.
So it's really good to see freedom of speech in practice, isn't it? No matter whether we agree with them or not. You know, I happen to love our president. I think our current administration is doing a bang-up job. I love it, but that's okay. Nobody has to agree with me.
Right.
You know, as long as it's 51% agree with me, I'm good. You know why, right? Okay. So, but you know, we're gonna have differing opinions. I think the main thing is that we don't get into fist fights over it or civil war. We don't want to see that happen, you know? So keep an open mind, y'all. All right, good to see you here. Bye. Y'all have fun today. That's a high school class. And this is their first demonstration that they've ever seen.
But this time we're going to finish it. So, if you want to go talk to your House members today, I'm about to go talk to mine. He's a Democrat who voted no.
They were all wearing black. That was their school uniform, I guess. But quite honestly, I was like, oh no, we've got Antifa.
So I'm going to go see it. And if you want to come with me,
But that was their uniform, which is awfully hot to be wearing all black.
and Logan, We are going to go meet at that light post over there on the corner, organize
Thank you for joining me.
so that we know where everybody's house numbers are, and we are going to go talk to them. That's where I'm going right now. If you want to come with us. If you want to stay, the Resistance Company is going to do some bomb-ass music, and you can keep hanging out and meet the rest of the group. Thank you all for being here.
How many organizations are representing today? Do you know?
I am not sure.
Do you know who I might ask? You're just here supporting.
I'm just here supporting MayDay, but I mean, I think it's Indivisible is here.
Indivisible. Okay. I'm going to ask these guys here. Thank you. Okay. Hey, guys. Quick question. Can I ask you, which organizations are representing today?
Just made it.
Was that Indivisible or?
We're our own movement.
You're your own group, MayDay? Okay. All right. Thank you.
Of course. We're happy to take anybody else.
Oh, okay. You'll probably get them. So they are their own. He let me know they're their own individual group, MayDay. Yeah, they've got their website and everything. I saw it before I came down. So this is not Indivisible. This is MayDay, a new organization to protest our president, our banging MAGA president. We love him. Okay, so they're just going to play music now, and the speakers are going to go up to Congress and address some of the representatives, try to talk to them. Let me see your artwork. Did you do this?
Yeah, I mean, this is, clip art kind of stuff.
Oh, so 50-51. So are you with that group?
I attend a lot of events.
A lot of events. Okay, so you feel like you're a member of Indivisible?
I've attended events.
Okay. So if you attend, I mean, you would support that organization.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, but is this just currently put on by MayDay?
I honestly don't know. It's hard to figure out who organizes anything these days.
Isn't that true? That's a very true statement.
It seems like sometimes something is just kind of going around. People are saying we need to do something on this day. Why don't we do something on this day? And it doesn't seem like we're getting a lot of large organizations that used to organize events. Like we're like the Democratic Party's not organizing events.
Do you feel like the financial backers are backing out? Like the Soroses, etc.? Do you feel like they're backing out?
I don't see any evidence of any financing.
Okay.
Like the first talk of events was really going around through Reddit and Blue Sky, and then people were like going back and forth, like, is this real or? And then.
Do you agree with Blue Sky and some of the funding that they've done?
What do you mean?
Do you agree with some of their practices?
What do you mean by practices?
In obtaining funds?
How so?
They're under the spotlight right now for getting funds illegally.
Like what?
Excuse me. Like going door to door and then using.
You must be talking about Act Blue.
Act Blue, I am. You're right. What's the difference between Act Blue and Blue Sky?
Blue Sky is
Thank you.
an open source alternative to Twitter.
Blue Sky. Right.
Right. So it
Thank
allows
you.
people to create their own social media instead of using Facebook or X.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. So you feel like people aren't really organizing well on Blue Sky right now?
From what I saw, things were being organized on Blue Sky and Reddit, and very much more like people saying that they should do something and trying to make something happen.
Right.
I think once events actually started happening.
It's his microphone.
Okay. I think once events started actually happening, I think people with some experience had to get involved. So, for example, like when people first started showing up at state capitals, you could see that there were, how would you say it called, protest marshals there, with vests and stuff.
Right,
but it seemed like they were locals with experience who realized that it would be a good idea to get a permit. It'd be a good idea to make sure that the city and that the law enforcement
You don't think that was the 50-51?
happening.
You don't think that was indivisible?
as far as 5051 as a movement, I knew that Indivisible already existed. 5051 was the first people to start doing these events, and it really seemed at first to be more of a hashtag. And it looks like there are people who stepped in and kind of assumed the responsibility of leadership, but there's nothing that people like
in 5051
sign up on or donate money to. But they are starting to, like Black Lives Matter. You're starting to see like somebody here's made an icon and is selling T-shirts.
Okay, well, y'all be careful.
They're creating websites.
Please be careful where you donate your money, because you know Black Lives Matter stole over $80 million from their donors.
Yeah, I've heard people say that.
Well, it's proven.
Yeah, sure.
It's proven. So yeah, be careful where you donate your money.
Yeah,
for sure. All right. Well, I agree with freedom of speech. I don't necessarily agree with maybe where you stand, but that doesn't matter. That's what makes America America. And I think your artwork is terrific.
Thank you.
I don't love what it says, but I think your artwork is very good. All right. God bless you.
Well,
you're my neighbor in the end.
What does it say?
Well, presidents are not king, but that's obvious.
Okay, now wait. Do you agree with that or disagree with that?
Presidents
Is that something that all Americans should agree that
presidents are not kings?
We do not have a king, we have a president, correct?
We have a president,
and
right.
the president, then do we also agree that the president's power is limited by the Constitution?
Yes, it is.
And do we also agree that the president must obey the law?
Yes, we do.
Okay, then we actually agree with most everything.
And isn't that interesting? We usually do agree on more than we think.
Not agree on.
So I don't believe that 5051 is really for our Constitution. I don't. Okay. I don't. I believe that.
Well, you're talking I believe 5051 right here.
Right. That's okay. Well, that's what I asked you. Yeah. I asked you if you were part of it, but that doesn't matter. I still don't agree with you about the whole organization. I don't believe that they are for our constitutional republic. Okay. Ultimately, I feel like a lot of their and I've covered a lot of the different protests for the Tesla dealerships, etc. And sorry, the dust is getting me.
Yeah.
And what I'm finding is a lot of senior citizens who are frightened into believing that their Social Security is going to be stolen from them, and that's not true.
You don't think that's going to happen?
No, it's not. I believe that a lot of your organization is backed, or the 5051 movement is backed by a lot of senior citizens who are watching mainstream media because that's what they're used to. Okay. And they're being fed a lot of lies.
I think for a very, very long time, it was hard for people to find information about 5051 events or really any of these things. At first, people were looking for something, and they would be looking on Facebook or Blue Sky looking for something, and somebody would post something that looked like a meme that maybe somebody created saying that some event was going on, and then there were always a lot of responses like, no, this is not real, or who's the organizer, or whatever. And when people started actually showing up to those events, they decided that those events were real simply because people showed up.
Okay, you do know that Indivisible is a big backer of 5051.
Okay. And
you do know that it has been found.
Okay.
That the George Soros has donated $8 million, almost $8 million, to Indivisible.
Okay.
So how organic do you think it is?
So
or are you all for globalism?
No, actually,
it sounds like you love our Constitution, but George Soros is a globalist.
Who owns Fox News?
Well, it's not Ted Turner anymore. Or no, that was CNN. That was CNN.
Fox News.
I don't know, but probably the same organizations. Yeah.
Is he only an American citizen, or does he have citizenship to other countries?
Well, let me tell you this much.
Isn't he also an international billionaire?
Let me tell you.
Also influencing people's.
There are a whole lot of Americans that are MAGA that don't like Fox News.
Good, right?
That do not like Fox News.
Yeah, they're a very diverse crowd, and I think people on my side pigeonhole them and think they're all stupid, and I don't think that's fair.
Fox News and Newsmax have also been bought out. They have sellouts.
So what about X? Who owns X?
So we understand that is Elon Musk.
Is he a citizen of one country?
No.
How many citizenships does he have?
I know of at least 2.
South African, Canadian, U.S., British as well?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, if he's part of...
if he's South American...
If he's a member of
I mean, if he's South
Commonwealth
African...
nations, then he has Commonwealth benefits, to say the least.
Yeah.
So he's also an international billionaire, and he's very clearly using X to, deliver his own personal messages. And
I believe in what Doge has done. I believe that we've needed to put light on the deep state. I believe that has been a deep state. I believe it's still there. I believe there's a lot more cleaning house that needs to be done.
Define deep state, because we might actually agree on this. Define deep state.
Oh, deep state! Oh my gosh, I saw this whole great thing yesterday.
People have different. They'll say that they believe in the deep state.
Deep state is run by the families, who have come together over many decades and built power through companies, money, and they're the bureaucrats. And they are the ones that have been running our country for a very, very long time. And so that's what I believe the deep state.
Federal workers work for them?
I don't want to say all of them. That wouldn't be very, very fair, would it?
Okay.
So that would be saying that every single organization, every single person in each organization is in agreement.
Who works for the FAA. And he's a computer scientist and a computer programmer, and I think he's been doing it since the 1970s. He's at about retirement age, but I understand that they're trying to make computer programs, try to make airlines safer, more efficient, less human error, upgrade the systems and stuff like that. So is he part of the deep state?
I think you're trying to generalize too much.
No, I'm asking you
I think
question.
like that's
a deep state.
Well, what you're saying is that every single no, you're talking about a federal department.
Threatened by Musk. These are the people receiving these emails.
The people who are not doing their job
and being told he is being told to retire. Now, Musk doesn't know anything about any of these people.
No, he's being given the option to retire with a settlement or stand to potentially be fired.
But they're promising.
That's a very different thing.
Settlement.
Right.
Well, I just don't see how this person would be very easy to replace. And I think if he stopped working, then all the projects he's working on would be dropped. And I think it'd be incredibly wasteful and put human lives in danger.
Well, but have you heard Trump though?
This guy is like a dedicated servant. He's dedicated his entire life.
They're not eliminating programs that are productive. They're not eliminating programs that are productive and that are for America.
Is the FAA not productive?
The's a whole lot that needs to be corrected.
Not productive?
There's a lot that needs to be corrected.
Do you know anyone who works for the U.S. government?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Are they unproductive people?
Some of them, yeah.
Okay.
Some of them, they needed to lose their jobs. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely, because they're anti-American.
Like, I think of the entire federal budget.
If you work for our Constitution,
he's a federal employee.
Right.
He's working for the
and he's not going to lose his job.
He's here to keep us safe.
He's not going to lose his job.
A mess. Are you sure about that?
I am sure.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, because he's productive.
No cuts in the and protecting. No cuts for anyone in any kind of protective role whatsoever. What about consumer finance protection? Is that not worth
what you're saying, agency? That's not the case.
Honestly,
no,
that's
not the case.
Knows what's going on because he's spending most of his time golfing.
Oh, there's the spin, you guys. There's the spin. There's the spin because it was President Biden was all he was doing was riding his bicycle and eating ice cream. Now the leftists are saying that Donald Trump is only playing golf. All right, God bless you. God bless you. Take care. All right, we're praying for you. We're praying for you. Okay, so they're meeting up in groups now. Are you all going up to talk to some of the representatives?
Yeah, this is the Rayburn building.
The Rayburn building. And they're just kind of giving you an outline. That's pretty normal, just to get an outline of what you want to talk about. Yeah.
Right there in a blue shirt has one.
In a blue shirt. Okay, great. Thank you. Here she is.
Somebody has a paper.
Up here, they said in the blue shirt. In the blue shirt. Right here. Yeah, do you have any more of those those sheets?
She has them.
Oh, okay, thank you. Hi, we need a sheet of paper.
This one was mine.
I thought they said to come over to the woman in the blue shirt.
Oh, okay.
You had a vest on.
We appear to have one short of these.
Oh, okay, so this couple needs one for sure.
Okay.
They need one.
Who's the representative?
Connolly.
Okay, he's Jerry Connolly,
Yeah.
so we don't have to worry about it. So I'm looking for people that are going to Republicans if possible. And handle
You're going to have a hard time finding them.
Maryland's not going to be represented by your group then, because there are none.
Okay.
Not many.
All right, take one.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. You must live in Maryland. I do too.
No, Connolly.
Oh,
we're in
Connolly is.
Virginia.
You're in Virginia, because
Yeah.
Connolly doesn't have very many Republican representatives either. May I get just a quick picture of this so I can read it
You
later?
can have it.
No, I don't want it. I just want to get a snap of it.
Yeah, it's not going to rain today. No.
All right, thank you very much. Well, that helps
I know,
keep the
I'm
phone cool. Isn't that cute? I thought it was kind of cute.
very cute.
All right, God bless y'all. Have a safe day.
Give it back to her.
Can I ask you a quick question? Do you think Donald Trump is going to eliminate Social Security?
I don't put anything past her.
Okay, because I do know that they are saving Social Security. I just see a lot of people who are in retirement age at a lot of the demonstrations, and I feel like there's maybe too much media, mainstream media being watched because there's scare tactics going on. Social Security is not going to be eliminated. They're actually saving it.
Yeah. Well, I figured that they.
Not that everybody only relies on Social Security, but nobody wants to see it disappear.
No.
Yeah, there's a lot of disability and everything else that relies on that. So,
I don't put it. They're just doing such horrible things. I mean,
what's your favorite news channel?
Well, I watch a lot of MSNBC.
MSNBC. Can I recommend RSBN, or maybe honestly even some Benny Johnson, or just something just to at least get a different opinion? Well, that's the same conglomerate actually.
Yeah, but they're not as MSNBC is definitely more left.
Right.
CNN is trying to be more down the center.
Well, they've started to make a few little changes, but not enough for a lot of us. I honestly feel like we all need to be watching a lot of different news channels and backed by different media companies because we're not being told the truth. You know, Walter Cronkite, God bless him, those were the days. I mean, I remember that from my youth. Every 7 o'clock every night it was on, and we just don't have that anymore. Yeah, this is how they sway the opinion, the public opinion, and so we have to be careful what we're watching. Because I happen to watch alternative news channels, and I think Donald Trump and his administration are doing a really good job. So isn't that interesting? Totally opposite from what you're feeling.
Well, yeah.
You know, and in bringing that up, I'm just pointing out about the news. You know,
I feel like this. I feel like what I've seen and what I've read is not doing a good job. It's scary, and he is not a Christian.
Any questions? You guys, you just joined.
Oh my, okay. Today is National Prayer Day, and he's holding a prayer session.
Yes. Well, he also sells a big Bible of his to make money for himself.
He sells a what? A Bible?
Yeah.
That he made?
Yeah. He said, look up the Trump Bible.
Okay, somebody look up the Trump Bible. Okay, I'll look it up. Anyway, I think we all need to be very careful what we're being fed, definitely. God bless you all.
Well, I do read Jeff Bezos' Washington Post.
I don't know. I don't love the Washington Post either, but it's hard. We're all having to weed through it. We're neighbors, and I love you, and I care about you, and I just want us to get the truth.
Yeah, I want the truth.
I want the truth too.
I feel like
I don't always get the truth. Let's pray a lot. All right.
Why not?
Thank you.
What's
I
left?
don't know.
What's left?
I prayed he lose the election, so maybe I might have to change religions.
God's plan, not ours. We'll just put that one in there. God's plan, not ours.
Yeah.
All right. God bless you both. Have a beautiful day.
Yeah,
Stay cool. Drink lots of water.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, God bless them. So they're all grouping up, and they're going to go and talk to. They're going to try to talk to some of our Congress members. Sorry about the wind, y'all. I brought everything but the Woodstock. I knew that guy was going to pop, and he sure did. He sure did. I was like, come on. You're a far leftist, I know it. And he finally showed it. There's still groups over there getting their marching orders for which representatives they want to see, so. There you go. I know, y'all stay hydrated. It's hot. I think it's hotter than it seems. Yeah. Because that breeze is so nice. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness!
There is it like all over or what?
From my understanding, I'm just here reporting, but there are groups going to go talk to some of the Congress members. Okay. So they're getting some of their orders over here. So you want to see Kamala in office again? Really? Good. Why? Because she's pretty?
She's smart.
Oh no! You think so? Oh my God! I'm gonna get run over. He laughed at me. The guy on the bicycle that almost ran me over. Wow. All right, well, so far everyone's being really nice about it. Thank you, Tamara. God bless y'all. Thank you for hopping in. This is very interesting. They said no more Elon Musk. I think Elon went back to work, though. I think he went back to Tesla to save the country. I mean, to save the company. Right. Our country needs saving, though. I'd like to see more of us come together than be divided. I think the agenda is to divide us all, you know, because believe it or not, you're walking and talking to someone who's MAGA. I'm all about making our America great again. I don't care who does it. I just want it great again. So, what's your favorite news channel?
Not Fox.
No.
MSNBC.
MSNBC. Because I'm not a Fox fan. I'm not a Newsmax fan. Many MAGA people are not. And there's a lot of good alternative channels out there. Yeah. And there's one company in particular, if someone can remind me what the name of it is, that I wish I could afford to get right now, that will give you both sides, what MSNBC is saying and what maybe the more MAGA side is saying, and then what are just the fact points, the bullet points. Yeah. You know, I just like the bullet points. How about everyone leave their opinion out of it? Maybe that would help.
Yeah. That's like news should be without an opinion.
I agree. I miss Walter. That was a long time ago. I was a kid, but I loved him too, you know? Oh, anyway, I'm just praying that everyone just stays calm and peaceful, and if we all put our, you know, God and spirituality first, we're going to be okay.
I don't know. He didn't keep us from this happening. It's pretty bad.
Well, I hope that y'all will try to find that company that I can't remember the name of, and I will do the same so that we can maybe get both sides of the story. Because we know that usually somewhere in the middle is the truth, right? All right.
Have a good one.
I think Americans as a whole, we're tired of being lied to.
We are.
No matter which president. God bless y'all. Stay safe.
You too.
A lot of MSNBC, oh. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. The air of the breeze is very dry, which is nice. But it's also drying. And then the sun is intense, but the breeze is nice and cool. So I have a funny feeling I'm going to be sunburnt today. She's flying the flag upside down. We're a little jumpier than usual. I've got a different setup here because I thought I might want to use the GoPro. Not as many American flags today, though. Actually, that's the only one I've seen, and it's upside down and backwards. Hello, Brenda. Dogs drool. Hello, everyone. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. GloryBeeFreedom is 100% viewer funded and could use your help. Also have another auction on Friday at 3 p.m. GloryBeeFreedom, so we can get some more people attending, because we've got a big trip next week. We're going to go back and check on the projects that we helped contribute to in the Hurricane Helene disaster areas of North Carolina and Tennessee. And we'll do some field trips too. But it's been a long time coming to go and check on them, and I'm looking really forward to it. All right, I can't catch them. This is good though, I'm getting steps in. Got a lot of tour buses here today. There's our beautiful Capitol. Does anyone know the fact checker news site that I'm talking about now? Redacted has started promoting it as well as oh goodness, a couple of our other popular channels. I feel like it starts with a D, and it'll give you what the left is saying in the news, and then it'll give you what the right is saying in the news, or the right-wing media is saying, and then it points out the differences. So far, so good. We have not seen them, and I'm so glad. There's not an event over there. Oh, it's somebody just walking with the stereo. I don't mind the music, except it's just copyright stuff. Yep, had a few interesting conversations. One of them was particularly long because I knew that guy was going to pop. I just knew it. And he finally did. He said Trump isn't getting anything done because he's always out playing golf. They were following the gay pride flag, the stolen rainbow. Hi, victory in Christ. 777. We got the God's holy number 7. Oh my God, who's smoking pot? Ugh. Here we go again. Y'all know that building, the round building, that's the Federal District Court building where the January 6th trials and sentencings were held. where there's a whole lot of corruptness going on. I've forgotten what these green shirts are. I'm gonna go the opposite direction. They're all going over here. And it does not look like they're prepared to go and storm the Cannon building or anything. They've been given an outline of questions to ask their representatives. I think those are students. Let's go see if any are able to get in. So it's a bumpier walk today, you guys. I'm not using the gimbal, I'm using the GoPro setup. And I look kind of funny because I've got the tiny little umbrella on top of all of it. Yes, today is National Day of Prayer. I missed President Trump talking. They're getting pictures jumping in front of the Capitol. That was cute. I know. Doesn't the beach sound amazing? Today would be a perfect beach day. I wish this guy wasn't playing his music. Oh man, do they have the setup. Look at that track, y'all. I don't know if that's military or if that's someone's glamper, because it looks like it has the tent set up upstairs. That's really cool. Looks like solar panels on top. That's awesome. You're leaving for Branson. Oh, fun. Oh, wow. Branson did the same weekend as the Texas J6 event. Wow. Y'all are going to have a great time, though. Prayers for safe travel for you and Goldie. Hello to Mona and everybody out there in Branson. And Judy. If you'll give them all a great big GloryBee hug, that'd be great. I'd appreciate it. So is my microphone too close? Can you hear me breathing? Everything's uphill here, I'm telling you. Ooh, my thumb went to sleep.
It's like I was making fun of them.
Yep, I figured Bruce would be going too. That's awesome. Big hugs for all y'all. Oh, she had to sign due process, rule of law. She wants MS-13 and Trinidad to stay in the United States and have their due process as non-citizens. Freaking crazy, man. They must not know anybody who's been tragically murdered or abused in every form of the word, or decapitated, because they're machete gangs. Freaking people are nuts. Yeah, some stuff really boils my blood, you guys, and boy, does that boil my blood. I went up there and prayed where Rachel Morin was brutally tortured and murdered and sexually assaulted, and it took me days to shake off the horror of just being there where it happened, in those woods. People are fools. I'm kind of sorry I didn't say something to him. Okay, the guy with the big speaker left. Sorry, y'all, I can't turn the microphone off now because I'm all set up with everything on. I know you can hear me breathing so hard. Although I've been 6 walks now since Easter. 6 good hikes and walks. Y'all remember this walk with Mickey and Nicole in honor of Ashley. All right, they're crossing to the Cannon building now. We're at the Rayburn building. Where we attended a hearing with Marjorie Taylor Greene and many other people over the years. Big D is here. Holy cow, y'all. This is a lot of... Oh, there goes my... Hopefully I'm not buffering out.
Probably my post-audition snack is what I was telling you. And all my friends like really got it. They were
Her sign says, "Hey Trump, nobody paid us to be here." There's a girl up there. It looks like Alice in Wonderland. It's cute. They're also over at the Cannon building. You look adorable. I love your dress. It's so nice to see us looking like women and girls sometimes, you know? Can you explain to me how making America great again is Putin's tool?
MAGA.
The movement to make America great again is Putin's tool.
It's a fraud.
You think so?
Me?
Do you not want our industries brought back to the United States?
Sure. That's fine.
You don't think it's going to happen? No. I hope it does. I hope you're wrong. All right. Well, thank you. Are you an introvert? Not today. You're coming out of your shell. I might not agree with what you're protesting, but good for you for getting out here. Good for you. I agree with her being able to protest, absolutely. Always good to try new things, like getting out of your house. Hello, Miami girl. Oh, we've got big prayers for you. God bless you. I'm so glad to see you. Signal. It's not too hot up here. If y'all remember, this is where the down here and around that corner there is where they had the sham of a J6 committee setting the narrative to condemn Americans. Why is her hair always green, pink, or purple, or blue? Don't know. There's the Black Lives Matter fist. I'll never understand why people support that when they stole from their donors. So a lot of people have gone inside. Did some of the protesters go inside?
I do not know.
I hope not. We got work to do, right?
Yeah.
That's a good thing. So, it was nice and cool up here. Were any of your supporters allowed inside? Were any of the protesters allowed inside to go and talk? So they're going to go and talk to in small groups? Okay, that makes a lot of sense. All right. I didn't think y'all were going to try to protest inside. It didn't seem like that kind of a group. That's good. All right. We got lots of business to do, and for our United States, we got to let it go on, right? Amen.
Too many our forefathers shed blood. How could you do that?
Amen. Yeah. We've got to stand up for our constitutional republic. And there's too many Americans that don't even realize that we're a republic. So there needs to be a lot more education, for sure. So I'm glad that that's being revamped. So our kids can actually learn something that's important for their future. Yeah, so true. What's your favorite news channel?
WBC in Delaware.
In Delaware?
Yeah.
Would you say it's kind of more left-leaning or right-leaning, or do you feel like it's pretty neutral?
Very balanced.
Pretty neutral? Okay. All right.
PBS is merging to get the best
PBS is merging?
The BBC was a news program right about the same time.
And the BBC, yeah. You like them too? You like the BBC? That's interesting.
Much truer, less biased, I guess.
Less biased, okay.
Of anything, and they cover stuff you just don't hear anywhere else, and it's a viable source.
Right. Yeah, because I think we need more truth. We need more truth for sure. There's a new news channel out there, and it's a secondary, whatever you want to call it. It's not mainstream, and they will give you the left-leaning news, the right-leaning news, and then the bullet points. And I can't afford to get it right now. I can't even remember what the name. Can someone please give me the name? And so I can give it. So next time I'm walking around and talking to people, I'm definitely going to have it so I can share it, because I think that's what we need. We need to not be swayed by bureaucrats. We need to know the truth.
The administration, they got the truth the farthest from your mind.
Right.
They want to say.
Well, they want to control us. Yeah, they want to control what we're thinking and what we're going to do or not do. They don't want us doing anything, really. They just want us to lie down and die, but yeah.
Yeah, leave your money here first.
Right. So
it's all about the money.
yeah, we got to get the bureaucrats out. Yeah. So do you agree that some of what Doge was doing is right? Like kind of clearing out the bureaucrats? I'm not saying all of it, but I'm saying some of it.
And they were up so high.
There's a lot of things. Yes, the bureaucracy, I'm sure, has got cheap-loaded over the centuries.
And they'd come tearing around.
Definitely the last 70 years.
And even if
like
you weren't
normal tracks,
corrupt,
no, and they would just die.
access, they
They would just die. The altitude and the different, and also different distance too. And
like cutting the IRS for tax time is insane, you know.
Federal taxes completely, because they were never constitutional to have a federal tax.
Well, an income tax, you have taxation,
But not on the. It's actually illegal. It goes against our Constitution.
I've been paying that for so long, now you tell me.
Yep, I know. I only found out a couple years ago when I dove into all this. Truly, the things that we just kind of were led to believe, they led us into it. State tax is different. State tax is legit. Federal tax, for us to pay federal taxes on our income is not. It's illegal.
always wanted to go.
And that's something, and we just like blindly go along with
That's a
it.
good place to start.
Yeah.
Yep. Trump is not paying any tax. $750 on the biggest income we ever had. $750.
Well, but why doesn't he pay tax though? We have to look at why. Because he has tax shelters. Our hospitals have tax shelters. Our hospitals have a for-profit and also a non-for-profit because it's a tax shelter. So
All of the money don't pay.
we all need to be very careful with our money and make sure we create our own shelters, like real estate and things like that.
They'll come. Garrett County.
My family has.
You got to think of the lowest denominator, not
Yeah.
the highest way.
I've heard that,
The
yes,
rich aren't going to need you. They'll do just fine.
Well, they've been increasing the divide between the rich and the poor, eliminating the middle class. We need to bring back the middle class because we need to have all of those facets to have a fair and equal economy.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you know we agree on everything that we've talked about, you and I? I'm all about making America great again. I don't care who does it. I just want it done.
some of that on. Just
Got to be more to every family and secure, and not about billionaires becoming gazillionaires.
Right,
And
right.
that's what we have right now. And that's
Well, I'd like to see the Soroses get out of there. I'd like to see the Rockefellers gone. I'd like to see the Bill Gates gone. I'd like to see all those, the people at DuPont, the ones that are putting their hands into everything that their hands don't belong in. Yeah, I'd like to see them gone. And I'm praying that President Trump is helping to eliminate that. I really am praying that.
I've seen it.
You know, the Bible says that we're supposed to pray for our leaders. But I'm not gonna lie, I had a hard time praying for Biden. So I understand it's difficult for people. I do.
I got more of the way the Native Indians thought of a supreme being. They all had them. Mary was there, they were all of them. But they were all a little different. They didn't go around killing each other because they're
Yes, they did.
They went around killing them for his horse and his...
For territory,
Yeah.
but not for religion. Right. That's true. That is true. I believe that. I do. Yeah, I do. I'd like to look into it more, but I do believe it.
Okay, man.
Kind of more of a lyrical. A miner or a lumberjack, you might as well be an axe killer, you know. You'd probably go farther.
Yeah.
But it's stuff that's got to be done. It has to be done safely.
So you would like to see trade skills come back?
Absolutely.
Do you know that Trump is building that? Do you realize that he's building
Oh,
that?
he's building lots of stuff. But the first
It's a good
100
thing.
days, what did he do? We were supposed to be number one on his priorities. I don't think we made the top.
He freed the J6ers. He pardoned the January 6th protesters.
They should be in jail. If he would
No, not all of them. Not all of them. If the people that were practicing their rights, just like you are, for freedom of speech, no, they should not have gone to jail, but some did. Many did.
Policeman, you are guilty, and maybe we need the rocks to come back.
But can I ask you though, what happens to the policeman who attacked the civilian? They have to answer it too. Do you know that there's actual proof out there? There's documentaries and there's also video footage. Capitol as well. Capitol video footage that the police began the violence. They started firing pepper balls and rubber bullets into the crowd. They did. I've done a lot of research.
Non-lethal warning.
Not in the face. What they did not do was they did not verbalize a warning. They just started.
Well, that's stuff I hadn't heard before.
Yeah. So there's a lot of great documentary. No policeman died that day. Roseanne Boylan died. She died in the tunnel. Ashley Babbitt was shot. Roseanne Boylan was beaten by Lila Morris, who was a Capitol police officer. And they're saying that she died of a ADHD medication overdose, which is not true.
That's when they were charged.
None of them have been charged. None of them. The people that killed them have not been charged.
Well, we need things to get.
Officer Bird, the one that shot Ashley Babbitt, they didn't even do a thorough investigation. Regular protocol. And he had left his gun in public restrooms before, and he had been written up for so many different things. He should not have been a police officer that day. And he didn't warn a four-time Iraqi veteran. They did not warn her. He did not warn her. He shot her from behind a pillar. The footage is there. The footage is there.
Well, it needs improvement then.
And what did they do? They gave him a medal and promoted him. The Biden administration did. Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Kevin Greason and Benjamin Phillips, they died of heart attacks. and from the concussion grenades thrown by the police into the citizens that day. Yep. It was a horrible day for everyone. I'm not agreeing with everybody that was a J6er that was there that day. You know, they call it J6er now. There were some people that did do crimes and they know it. And I've talked to many of them, and turn around and walk back out again, and they put her in jail. And then they put her on house arrest. Yep. Yeah. So, yeah. Because there's so much, and this is, you know, and I'm not calling you ignorant. There's so many people that don't know it. There's so many people that don't know it because it depends on what media you watch. It depends because they are literally. So I watch a lot of things on Rumble. I like RSBN for anything that you know, they're promoting for the Trump administration. I also watch very little Fox, very little Newsmax because they've been bought and sold. There's a few that are still okay, but I watch a whole lot of independent media. So
I do have a semi-job here.
Yeah, do you? Okay, well, go ahead and do your job. But I appreciate the conversation with you. I just think that it's really important that we all try to get our balanced news.
Absolutely.
And share conversations.
So we can come together.
Yeah.
We have more in common.
We need conversations. Yes, absolutely. So you're my neighbors. I love you. I care about you. I care about our country. We need a good country. So, and we don't need civil war.
I live in part of Delaware where that was very back and forth the Civil War. The part I live in is actually in the south. There's a lot of old plantations and stuff.
Oh yeah. I was raised in Georgia.
So it's a very hard time.
Yeah. Well, I think that there are certain entities that would like to see us go that way because it will implode us. You know, we will implode.
Is this 1860? Are we just reliving it?
No, this is just globalism.
On a bigger scale.
Yeah. This is what they're moving us towards. And so, you know, we got to have our eyes wide open and have more conversations like this. I appreciate you very much.
Well, thank you for
talking
the talk.
Thank you. All right. Y'all keep practicing your First Amendment rights. I'll keep practicing mine. And let's all pray. We'll just pray for the best.
We both want the same thing.
Well, I don't care who does it. I just want it better.
I saw it in the early 1980s.
Yeah.
I was sitting on the roof and I was telling her like on the television, I have never liked him since.
Well, I don't agree with everything he's done. Yeah. Well, because sometimes we didn't understand.
I wish I could have saved that and you could have heard all he said.
Right. Well, no, I was there. I was watching him. He got made fun of a lot. There were questions about some of the hotels that he was building in India.
Right.
And he didn't realize that there was slave labor being used to help build them. And
that's right.
So we're just praying for the best. All right, y'all.
I'm praying that he gets out.
You're gonna pray that he gets out. I prayed that Biden got out, so I understand. I do.
I like Biden.
You did? Oh, goodness.
I love him.
Oh goodness. All right. Well,
he's my favorite.
Isn't that interesting? What?
He's Catholic. I'm Catholic.
Oh no! But just because you're Catholic doesn't mean we have to agree. All right. Well, y'all are real troopers.
I came up during his time. It was different.
Right. Oh gosh. All right. Well, let's all try to watch some alternative news from what we've been watching every day, and maybe we'll get the truth somewhere in there, somewhere in the middle. They always say it's there somewhere. All right.
What I like is the public radio, BBC's news hour. You get what the rest of the world is looking at us and how they
to get some of the foreign correspondence. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Without staying in the English, so that you know what they're saying and nuance to different things that are happening.
Right.
Anyway, I find it
right. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful, peaceful day. All right. Thank you. A lot of what he said, and they were awfully friendly to talk and listen to, so that was good. I got checked out by the police to make sure everything was copacetic. So anyway, they're all inside trying to talk with the representatives, and we were peaceful. I saw you checking me out. I'm a peaceful person. Capitol Police looking out for us. some skinny girl on a bicycle, and I don't know who it was. That was interesting. I mean, he just, you know, seemed like he was just a good old American guy from Delaware. Make sure this girl doesn't come up behind me. They always call us what they are. You ever notice that? It's amazing. Every time. All right, y'all, hopefully I didn't buffer out the whole time. That was really interesting. A good back and forth conversation. And he did not know that other people were killed at the Capitol on January 6th. He thought that police officers had been killed at the Capitol. We know that he's being fed the narrative and not getting much to balance it out or to refute it. So he just got the possibility that he's being told lies in his mind. The narrative, just way too many people. There's our beautiful botanic gardens. All right, we gotta get back over there. The flowers smell amazing over here.
Why are you going around protests today asking people stuff that they don't want to know? Why are you doing that? Huh? Why'd you film all those people? We know what you're doing.
Who are you?
I know who the fuck you are.
Who are you?
Doesn't matter. You're a terrorist. You're gonna go to every protest today. I'm gonna make sure that
the leftists always tell people what they are. The leftist protesters, or the Antifas. I should say, not leftists, that's not fair. Antifas.
I'm not Antifa, I'm an American citizen.
You're acting like Antifa.
I see you wearing the cowl.
You should find new friends.
I have friends. You don't have any. Go sell fucking cheap jewelry online. That one lady so nice.
What a hater. Are you trying to intimidate or scare me? Because you don't.
No, I'm warning people because you're not.
Try independent media.
No, you're not.
She's a nut. She said, everyone knows you're here today, trying to scare me and intimidate me. That is Antifa. That is terrorism. She is a domestic terrorist. And so are all the other little minions watching me on my live stream because they have nothing better to do. They don't support anything, and they just lurk in the background. One day we're going to get them for defamation of character. I'm being stalked, just so y'all know. It's our beautiful botanic gardens. We have lots of live streams with the botanic gardens in it.
Yeah, we did it for Boston because it was 10 days. Out and filming everybody in the protest. Look, she has her little umbrella on. GloryBee!
She needs mental health help, I think. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny, wouldn't it? Freaking nuts, man. No, it's not an invasion of privacy. It's actually she's stalking me. She's straight up stalking me. All right, we're on the grass now. She can't follow me on the grass. Oh, it got warm, y'all. If I can move my microphone so it's not so close. Here we go. There's our Washington Monument. All right, we're gonna go get in the shade. Stalker, right there, stalker. Stalker right there. All right, we're in the shade now. Whew. As soon as I see a police officer, I'm going to get her for stalking. She's a loser. So are all of her minions watching. Thanks, Parte Bonza. I moved it down, so that's a lot of walking in this heat. And I'm holding a very, very heavy gimbal setup. Cutting across the lawn. Where's the park police when we need them? I caught you breaking the law. Not allowed to ride the bikes across the lawn. They do have mental issues. I'm convinced that they have mental issues. We got to pray for them. They're easily picked off by the devil because they're vulnerable because of their mental health problems. answer. It was good to have good conversations with people. And not have people get offended when you let them know that you are all about MAGA. Making America great again. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Joy. So we've already found out who everybody else is. We'll find out who this one is too. They're going to answer for their stalking and harassing and defamation of character. They're going to answer. So those protesters are going to sit. Protesters are going to sit on the mall. They have a permit through the beginning of August, y'all. 24/7. 24/7. I'll be happy when every single one of those losers is sitting in jail. Justice always prevails. Always. Oh my goodness. Need some air conditioning. Thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it. Whew. All of your contributions help get us out to places. Here, look at my setup, y'all. This is the setup we have with the phone was right here. So I can get through the GoPro too. This little umbrella. I love that umbrella. Alright, we're safe. She's a nut. Pray for her. And pray for absolute justice for every single one of those domestic terrorists. Because that's what they are. That was called defamation of character, stalking, riding a bicycle on the National Mall, on the grass on the National Mall, which is absolutely finable and ticketable. Oh, the air feels good. Oh, elder and animal abuse shouting like that. Just the list grows and grows. Ugh. Let's put it that way. Sorry, y'all. Oh, the Tesla, it's got the American flag on it. It says 7, not 7. Got some good steps in today. That was good. Thank you all for coming and joining me for the protest of the day, the leftist protest of the day. I got tour buses honking at me. Goodness gracious, y'all. Look at this guy. It's like something out of a future movie. Sci-fi movie. Oh, they're having to tow a school bus. Did you see that part? That's pretty funny on it. All right, let's get out of here. Goodbye. Boy, there's a lot of schools out here today on field trips. That's pretty normal, but it just seems like a whole lot today. Anytime any of them come near me, you guys, it's like a greasy slick of nastiness, and it makes you want to vomit. It's absolutely notable. I'm not even kidding you. They have such an evil slime to them that it truly makes your stomach want to vomit. It is absolutely palpable. You can sense it. You can feel it. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. Very evil. So here's our lovely Washington, D.C., the capital of our United States of America. So many retired people, you guys, our senior citizens are being duped by the news. All but one that we asked what their favorite news channel, they said CSNBC or whatever it is, CN, whatever that stupid channel is I don't watch. And then the second favorite was CNN, and she felt like it balanced it out for her. Completely ignorant of the fact that they're being led by their nose. That's really sad. I pray that Trump will continue to put the as they call it, legacy news on blast for the liars that they are. Oh my goodness, somebody say something to the chat, freeze. Y'all pray for the Canadians too. Thank you, PB. Jerry, are you on here? Thank you. Thank you so much, Parte Bonza. I was gonna see if I could run into Big D. Try to get over here. Oh, let me see. Suppose we could turn around. Oh, here we go. That's what I want. Hang on, y'all. They're using that. Yeah, they are. Hang on, I gotta turn them. It's called impersonation. Identity theft. The list keeps growing, doesn't it, y'all? Thanks, Parte Bonza. Oh, look who we found.
What's up?
Hey, the freaks are out.
I know. Are they down there too?
Just the one. I've never seen her before. We're gonna have to find out who she is.
Okay. The National Prayer Day is supposed to be at by the reflecting pool at 3 o'clock.
The what?
The National Day of Prayer.
Oh, they're having another thing?
That's what they said at 3 o'clock.
Oh, because Trump spoke at 11 something.
They said it was at 3 o'clock by the reflecting pool.
Oh, okay. Hey, Julia's busy. Hi, Carol. Good to see you. Oh my goodness, y'all give me a second. I gotta go talk to Dee really quick. Make sure I'm back far enough so this van can get out. All right, where's my key? Hi, Tracy. Good to see you. Now I know where everybody was hanging out. I'm out here getting stalked by Antifa, and y'all are hanging out with Big D. I feel so loved and alone and vulnerable. Not. All right, I'll be right back. He had a great parking spot. Where the hell did he go? I didn't even see him come up around me. I stopped and got out of the car, and he's gone. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm telling you, that is hysterical. You just got on YouTube? Oh, thank you, Carol. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe he just pulled out like that. Oh, well, he's going over the National Mall. I mean, he's going over to the reflection pond. Whoops. Whew. You guys, I've already walked up to the Capitol, the Rayburn building. Ooh. Wow, it's 2:14 already. Thank you everybody for being here with me. I'm so grateful. It was a good morning. I'm glad that we had the good conversations that we did. I wish every Antifa member and stalker and domestic terrorists, like the girl on the bicycle, were locked up for a very, very long time. Justice comes to everyone. You cannot escape it. You cannot escape justice. Not a one of us. Nobody. Especially not lunatics on bicycles. And but we had good conversations, and it was good. I'm glad that I came down. It's a national day of prayer. We need to pray for our country, pray for lunatics, pray for them to have some common sense knocked into their heads by God. They're so weird. They're just so weird. I don't know. You guys, it's really hot out here. Like, they've got masks on. They don't want anybody to see them practicing their First Amendment rights. What does that flag mean? These kids. It is hopping down here on the mall. Hopping. Home expo of some kind. Motorcycles. Something big's coming. Maybe it's Sean Foyt. That'd be cool. We'll have to see what's coming down here. It's a big deal. Alright. And you're right, yeah. Don't run over the guy with the water bottles. Don't run over the girl. The Dems want Hegseth, but not Walz. Well, Walz stepped down, you guys. He's out. Oh, you're talking about for president. Oh, gotcha. Huh? Wait a minute. I guess I missed something there, Julie. Sorry. I'm just going to stay out of it. All right. Let's go this way again. I'm talking about Walz. No, that rally is about hating Trump. They want Trump out of office. They want him impeached. Some people there want do want due process for gang members. They're complete and utter sheltered morons who, lucky for them, have obviously never been abused or horrifically. Anyway, I've got no patience for people like that. Go stick your head back in the sand and stay there. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I got to see Big D. I don't know if y'all saw that or not. And he's coming down to check out the Day of Prayer at 3. And we've already done a lot of walking and gotten plenty of sun. So I think I'm going to leave that up to the Big D 1776 MG Media. Big D live on the tidal pool in Washington, D.C., adjacent to the Capitol, for a day of prayer. Apparently they're having something at the tidal pool at 3. And I'll probably watch Big D myself, so let's give him some support. If anyone would like to help contribute to my channel, it is greatly appreciated and much needed. We're going to be heading down to the hurricane disaster areas next week to check up on the projects that many of you helped contribute to, and just see how everyone's doing down there, and then head down to Georgia for a minute, but not until after we check on everybody and our projects there. See how our North Carolina and Tennessee neighbors are doing. They've been hit with a lot, fires and everything. We'll check on that situation as well. See how people are doing. Report on what their needs are. And GloryBeeFreedom is 100% viewer funded. Cannot do it without y'all. This has been 3 years of we've done a lot. We've done a lot. Helped make a difference, and I'm just so grateful. I do not want to go this way. Oh my goodness, I almost did it. You try to avoid Union Station as best as possible, which is over there to the left. Chaos. Traffic. Cable, internet, and a couple of TVs. I know. I think I'm going to miss y'all on this trip, this go around. D, you and Goldie. All right, we got to get over. Will anyone let us over? No. You can't let me over. You can't let me over. Good grief. Can I get over? Like, not a one of you. What a bunch of jerks. Jeez. Assholes. Like, seriously. Oh my God. I tried, you guys, for like 100 yards to get over, and they wouldn't let me. All right, time to go home and get ready for our live auction tomorrow at 3 p.m. Already got lots of new items that I've made that I think you're going to love. It's so summery. And we're going to have some more MAGA. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I didn't think I got a ticket though.
Way worse.
Jeez. Do you know how many tickets I've paid down? How many have you paid?
I got a 3 million.
Like, y'all don't get covered for that either, I heard. You do? Where you always get one?
I get about 2 a year.
That's not bad. I don't know how many I've gotten the last 2 years. All right, God bless y'all. Stay cool, you too. I just covered a protest. I've had enough. So gross. I just covered a protest. It's just like, ugh. I don't know why I do it. Somebody's got to. See it. I can't do like a screeching halt. I looked over to them like, what? They were cute. Oh my goodness. I don't get much of a break from the liberals, that's for sure, because Maryland's so blue, and then I'm in DC all the time, and it's just like, DC is a beautiful, y'all, our capital is amazing. There's so many cool things to do here and beautiful things to see and explore, and it's the people that some of them are fantastic, and some of them just turn your blood cold and make you want to vomit. So true. Let's see if this guy will let me over. I didn't give him any choice. I had 6 cylinders. He only had 4. Now this is Capitol Hill. This is up closer to the DC Gulag, where we still have 2 or 3. I'm not sure if all 3 of them are here in the DC jail. That were also J6 at J6. And then we need to make sure that we're not forgetting Tina Peters. She is having a really rough time in the Colorado prison as they violate her rights as a whistleblower, number 1, and number 2, they did not give her proper due process. She never had a trial to set bail, which she had as a right as Colorado state citizen. Okay, what are we going to do here? All right, thank you. The architecture is interesting here. There's beautiful gardens tucked in and parks. Of course, the museums. Governor Hogan, communist. He wound up setting up a bingo for a lottery for college. If you got the jab, I was absolutely 100% done with him when he did that. You don't play games with people's lives. He got bought and sold. So, sayonara. He still has his Facebook page listed as Governor Hogan. He's a schmuck. Sorry. Look, y'all, I get disgusted too. You know, what can I say? Ooh, Darlene. They're saying Garcia's wife is saying that he just vanished. And she knows exactly where he is. Right where he needs to be, too. God bless you. She's getting money for her next one. A lot of damage. Oh no, I'm trying to find out what happened to Clam to Freezer. I can't figure out what happened to Dean McLean. Oh, that's interesting. So he stepped down and now he's nominating him for ambassador of the UN. That's very interesting. Okay. You guys, the United Nations is not a good thing. It's not. And I pray, you know, they're set up to be the governance of the one world order and the governing body. NATO is. Sorry, NATO is. Scratch everything I just said. I might have gotten those two mixed up. I gotta make a note. If I write it down, I'll have it straight. Or somebody else can straighten me out. I get the alphabet soup gets jumbled up sometimes. Look how cute these are over here. The townhome fronts are cute. One day I want to walk around this cemetery over here. This is not the the congressional cemetery. This is another one over here. But I think it'd probably be interesting to walk around sometime when the sun's not blazing down too hard. A lot of history can be found inside of a cemetery. And then here's the Botanic Garden over here on the right. And you hop over, well, I'll let them know. Facebook pages and making unique jewelry and decorations. I've had handmade paintings by me of the American flag and all kinds of different things, just trying to appeal to more people. And all of those proceeds help me to be able to do what I'm doing. So God bless you all. Thank you for everything. Glory be to God. And I will see you over in Big D's live stream. God bless you all.